What's going on, guys? My name is Francis Beau, here to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on anything going on in the world for entertainment. And the Academy Award nominations have been officially announced today. And I figured let's talk about them because we got a lot of cool nominations for certain movies, and I want to give you guys my thoughts on certain nominations that have been placed today. And well, let's check them out and talk about them, shall we? Alright, let's first start off with Best Picture. We've got Call Me By Your Name, Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Get Out, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, The Post, The Shape of Water, and Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Personally, I think the obvious one is going to be The Shape of Water. I think that's easily going to win Best Picture. That's just my prediction. I think it's easily going to win. I think Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri definitely has a good chance of also winning the award, but I think it's pretty obvious. The Shape of Water is obviously going to win. Next up, we have Best Director. We have Christopher Nolan for Dunkirk, Jordan Peele for Get Out, Greta Gerwig, hopefully I said your name right, for Lady Bird, Paul Thomas Anderson for Phantom Thread, and Guillermo del Toro for Pacific Rim 2. Oh, I'm sorry, Shape of Water. I think it's painfully obvious. Guillermo del Toro is going to win this award. I think he is easily going to be the winner of this category. I think that Jordan Peele and Paul Thomas Anderson have a good chance of winning the award. Christopher Nolan and the other one I don't really personally see winning the award. But I think that Guillermo del Toro is easily taking home the Best Director award and taking home this award in this category. Next up, Best Actor in a Leading Role. We have Timothy Chalamet, I think that's how you say his name, Chalamet, for Call Me by Your Name, Daniel Day-Lewis for Phantom Thread, Daniel Kaluuya for Get Out, Gary Oldman for Darkest Hour, and Denzel Washington for Roman J. Israel. Oh, no James Franco? Spoilers. I think Gary Oldman's easily going to win this award. I think that, what's his name, Daniel Day-Lewis has a good shot of winning this award, but I think Gary Oldman is obviously the winner here, in my book. But who knows? Maybe Daniel Day-Lewis may surprise. He's won multiple Academy Awards, but I think that Gary Oldman's easily the winner here, in my opinion. Next up, Best Actress in a Leading Role. We have Sally Hawkins for The Shape of Water, Frances McDormand for Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, Margot Robbie for I, Tonya, Saoirse Ronan, I hope I said her name right, for Lady Bird, and Meryl Streep for The Post. I think that Frances McDormand is going to get this one. Pretty much for the Academy Awards this year, it's going to be a toss-up between Shape of Water and Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Those two movies are going to be neck and neck. But I think that for this category, I think that Frances McDormand is going to win. I think that Sally Hawkins has a really, really good chance of winning, but I think that Frances McDormand is going to be the winner for this one. And yes, I know Meryl Streep. I know you guys always say that, oh, Meryl Streep got nominated again. Yay. I get it. I know Meryl Streep's been nominated a lot of times. But I've heard this is a deserving one, so that's good. But I don't think she's going to win. I think it's obviously between Sally Hawkins and Frances McDormand. But at least it's nice to know that Meryl Streep finally got a nomination that is deserving, not just for the fact that it's Meryl Streep. So, thank you. Next up, Best Actor in a Supporting Role. We have Willem Dafoe for The Florida Project, Woody Harrelson for Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, Richard Jenkins, sorry, I said something different. Richard Jenkins for The Shape of Water, Christopher Plummer, All the Money in the World, and Sam Rockwell for Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Why is Christopher Plummer on this list? Look, I think that Christopher Plummer, he's a great actor, but I've heard from a lot of people that All the Money in the World was good, but it wasn't a great movie, so I'm not so sure why Christopher Plummer is on this list. I personally would have put Patrick Stewart for his performance in Logan. I think that would have been a good nomination, a deserving nomination, in fact. But I think that the easy one that's going to win is Sam Rockwell. I think that he's going to get it because he's been getting a lot of buzz lately. I think he just won the SAG Award, so I think he's definitely a shoo-in for Best Supporting Actor. And also Willem Dafoe as well, because I heard a lot of great things about The Florida Project. Next up, Best Actress in a Supporting Role. We have Mary J. Bleak. I can't even pronounce it. Bleach? Bleach? Mary J. Bleach. I can't pronounce that last name. But she's getting nominated for Mudbound. Alyssa Janney for I, Tonya. Leslie Manfield for Phantom Thread, Laura Metcalf for Bird, Lady Bird. Sorry, my tongue's not working today. And Octavia Spencer for The Shape of Water. It's probably going to be Octavia Spencer or Alyssa Janney. I've been hearing so much about these two actresses this year, especially Alyssa Janney. I can't pronounce her name. For her performance in I, Tonya, I heard she did an amazing job in that film. So I think that she might get the nomination. And Octavia Spencer, I think that she has a good chance. But if I had to bet on money on it, it'd probably be Alyssa Janney for I, Tonya. Next up, Best Animated Feature. We have The Boss Baby. The Boss Baby, The Breadwinner, Coco, Ferdinand, and Loving Vincent. Kind of like my same thoughts on Christopher Plummer. Don't know why The Boss Baby got nominated for Best Animated Feature. No mention of Lego Batman anywhere. I was kind of surprised by that. But this is painfully obvious. Coco is going to win this award. I could easily see us winning the award. I also see, I'm going to throw a curveball. I could actually see Loving Vincent also winning. I heard from my friend Matthew that that the film was really, really well done. I saw a trailer for it and it looked gorgeous, but I think that the winner is painfully obvious, and that's going to be Coco. All right, next up, Best Cinematography. I skipped a few just because I just don't personally know a lot about the feature short films and also the foreign language movies. I just don't know a lot about that. But let's talk about the Best Cinematography. We have Roger Deakins for Blade Runner 2049, Bruno Del Bonell for Darkest Hour. Oh God, this name. Hoyte van Oytema. I think I said the name right. For Dunkirk, Rachel Morrison for Mudbound, and Dan Loudson. Oh God, these names. For The Shape of Water. If Roger freaking Deakins does not win this award, that will be a huge snub, because I think Roger Deakins is easily going to win this award. He easily has got to win this award because his work in Blade Runner 2049 was absolutely incredible. Despite what you guys think about the movie, whether it being too long or didn't like the story too much, you cannot argue that the cinematography was not good. The cinematography was absolutely incredible. It was some of the best visual presentations that I saw all year last year. Just an incredible amount of beautiful cinematography done by Roger Deakins. So easily Roger Deakins for this one. Next up, Best Production Design. I'm just gonna say the names of the movies. I'm not gonna say any names of the people. But we have Beauty and the Beast, Blade Runner 2049, Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, and once again, The Shape of Water. I would personally want to see Blade Runner 2049 win for the production design, but I think that Dunkirk is going to win this one because the look of the movie and just the layout of it is really, really well done. But I think that I would love to see Blade Runner 2049 win the award, but I think it's either Blade Runner 2049 or Dunkirk for this award, or Shape of Water, because Shape of Water has been getting a lot of praise and love by everybody in the Academy so far. But who knows? I think Dunkirk can win. But at the same time, Blade Runner 2049 and The Shape of Water have a good chance of winning as well. Next up, Best Visual Effects. We've got Blade Runner 2049, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Kong Skull Island, Star Wars The Last Jedi, and War for the Planet of the Apes. Did anyone else find it kind of hilarious that the people who announced the Academy Award nominations was one of them was Andy Serkis, and when it got to the Best Visual Effects category, I just couldn't help, that Andy Serkis just couldn't help but put a grin on his face when he read the card and he saw War for Planet of the Apes on visual effects. You knew he was happy when he saw that, but I just thought that was kind of funny that one of the actors in one of those movies just happened to be one of the people announcing the nominations for the Oscars. I thought that was kind of hilarious. But in terms of who I think will win, I think it's either between War for Planet of the Apes or Blade Runner 2049. I think that it's between those two. I have no idea why Kong Skull Island's on this list. I think Kong Skull Island has some good visuals, but I don't think it's Academy Award level good. Same with Guardians and Star Wars. I think Star Wars had some good visuals. Guardians had some good ones as well. But Blade Runner 2049 would have had some breathtaking visuals. But I think that the one I would like to see win is War for Planet of the Apes, because the visuals on that movie are freaking incredible. The apes look so photogenic. I think that they look incredible in that movie. while Blade Runner 2049 definitely needs to win for Best Cinematography, I think War Planet of the Apes should definitely be a winner for the visual effects category. And the last one that I really want to talk about is Best Original Score. We have Hans Zimmer for Dunkirk, Joni Greenwood for Phantom Thread, Alexandre Desplat, can't pronounce that name, for The Shape of Water, John Williams for Star Wars The Last Jedi, and Carter Burwell for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Personally, I would have liked to see Hans Zimmer nominated for Blade Runner 2049 soundtrack, but I think that his work on Dunkirk was just as good as Blade Runner 2049's. That being said, though, I think that the winner here will probably go to The Shape of Water. I have not heard the score, but I think it just will win just because it's been getting so much buzz. So I would not be surprised if The Shape of Water wins. But the person that I want to see win is Hans Zimmer for Dunkirk. I think the music is it's a key thing for the movie. So I think that in terms of the competition, I think it's Shape of Water or Dunkirk for original score. Not Star Wars. I think Star Wars had a good score, but I don't think it was that great. 3 Billboards was good. I haven't heard it, but I heard a lot of great things about it. So there's that. And Phantom Thread, did not see it. So I think that easily it's going to be Dunkirk or The Shape of Water for Best Original Score. So that is it for my thoughts on some of the nominations for this year's Academy Awards. Personally, not a lot of big surprises. There are a few there and there. The big one for me was the Best Supporting Actor one. I think that one was kind of a big shocker for me. I would have loved to have seen Patrick Stewart nominated for Logan. I think Logan, I wish, gotten a few more award nominations there and there. I know it got a Best Adapted Screenplay nomination, which is awesome. But I wish it would have gotten like at least one more nomination. But other than that, the nominations are pretty much what we were expecting. Best Picture all around, I was expecting all of those to get nominated, except for Phantom Thread. I think that one was kind of a shocker for me. Wasn't expecting a lot of buzz or, nominations for that. Yeah, I mean, that is pretty much it. I know that you guys are going to be asking me, what about the Disaster Artist? We already know why the Disaster Artist did not get nominated because, of course, of James Franco, with certain things that have been going on with him recently. So it makes sense why he did not get a Best Actor nomination. But at the same time, it would have been nice if he got a nomination because his performance in the film was really, really well done. I haven't seen it, but I heard it was really, really good. I've seen clips of his performance online, and just those clips alone were just really, really good. So it makes sense why he's not nominated, but at the same time, it would have been nice if he got nominated. So completely understand why he's not nominated and why the Disaster Artist is not getting nominated for a lot of stuff. Completely understandable, but I wish there would have been a few other nominations for the Disaster Artist, in my opinion. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys let me know your thoughts on the nominations for this year's Academy Awards. What do you guys think were the snubs, the surprises, and what do you guys want to win from each category? Let me know in the comment section below. And that's it for my thoughts on the Oscar nominations. And hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, as we end these videos, Beau out. See you next time. Peace.